We discuss Sagara Haaram. Its tension gripped Hyderabad on Sunday during Telangana March, a day ahead of an international summit in the city. The statehood issue threatened to go out of hand for the ruling Congress, with its ministers, including Deputy Chief Minister and MPs, threatening to quit. Condemning the arresting of Telangana supporters coming to Hyderabad for the march, Deputy Chief Minister warned if people were harmed, he would not hesitate to resign. Mr. K. Jana Reddy and B. Saraya meet the Deputy Chief Minister to discuss the latest situations arising out the arrest of Telangana protesters in various districts. They alleged the government had gone back on its word to allow peaceful march. Jana Reddy, who played a key role in obtaining permission for the march, said the time had come for them to make a choice between the ministerial post and the cause of Telangana. Even Congress MPs who were arrested twice in the day as they sat on dharna outside Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy's residence threatened to quit. The Telangana Joint Action Committee, which was to complete their protest march at 7 p.m. on Sunday, decided to stay put on Necklace Road in Hyderabad until there was a decision on separate statehood. The crowd, numbering around 1.5 lakh, decided not budge unless a positive decision on Telangana was announced by the central government. The protest later turned ugly as Bakil were burned in Hyderabad and police resorted to baton charges. Meanwhile, senior Congress leaders Velar Rabi and Ghulam Nabi Azad apprised Home Minister Sushil Kumar Sindhe on the situations. Sindhe, who is talking to the two leaders in charge of Andhra Pradesh, in turns will brief the Congress High Command following which will decisions will be taken. The protesters, on the other hand, have been demanding that an announcement be made on Sunday night itself, but that appears to be unlikely. The JAC, which is leading the protest, said that the people have lobbed tear gas shells at them, used water cannons, and even lathi charged them. Let them throw bombs on us, but we won't budge from here, a JAC member said. The police found it extremely difficult to control the crowd. They also ordered the blacking out of all region channels in the Telangana region. They fear that the government movement will get stronger in the district and people may try to budge in Hyderabad in large numbers. However, this did not bar the protesters from carrying out marches and processions in the districts. Meanwhile, a statement is issued by JC stated that they would not move from Hyderabad. We have carried out a peaceful protest, but the police were used force. Had you let us carry this protest without any interference, we would have lived up to promise and moved out here. The statement read: the earlier violence erupted along the Necklace Road in Hyderabad, the site of Telangana March, as the protesters went on rampage. They attacked the vehicles of the police and the media and set fire to at least three vehicles. The vehicles set on fire, including those of Sakshi TV, Doordarshan, and a police van. The protesters were infuriated over the lathi charge of police against the people coming for participating in the Telangana march. TJAC convener Professor Kondandana told the march participants that they should not move from the place till central government make an announcement of Telangana state. Chaos was prevailing on Hyderabad roads as the police and paramilitary forces closed down several routes to stop the pro-Telangana protesters from occupying the area around the Hussain Sagar Lake for a massive march. Barricades and barbed wire were laid on the roads leading towards the area where the Andhra Pradesh Secretariat and the other government offices are located. The state government permitted the Telangana march called Sagara Harama only at Necklace Road, and the police allowed the protesters to enter the road from the Sikandrabad side. The closure of all other routes and refusal to various organizations to take out smaller processions towards the venue of the march created a lot of anger among the people, leading to clashes. The protesters clashed with the police near Telugu Tali statue before Tangban and also in front of Prasad IMAX theatre as they were stopped by the police from moving forward. The police were used tear gas shells after the protesters pelted stones. Lakh of people coming from all over Telangana region were pouring onto the necklace road. They were carrying banners and flags and shouting slogans in support of the state. The Telangana Joint Action Committee, the main organizer of the program, alleged that after granting permission to the march, the government and the police were now trying to sabotage it by triggering violence. They said that more than 15 trains have been cancelled and hundreds of buses and other vehicles were stopped to prevent the people from reaching Hyderabad. The police is continuously arresting the people, said Professor Kondandaram, the convener of TJAC, Telangana Rashtra Samiti, Bharatiya Janata Party, Communist Party of India, and CPI Marxist Leninist New Democracy have taken out processions with thousands of people from different places. To reach the venue of the march, apart from the political party organizations of government, employees, lawyers, doctors, women, and minorities were also participating in the march program. However, the Osmania students were stopped by the police and the security forces from taking out the processions from the campus, leading to a violent clash between them. The police lobbed tear gas shells and made lathi charge to disperse the violent groups of students who were pelting stone. Meanwhile, the police detained the Congress member of parliament from Telangana after they tried to sit on dharnas outside the residence of Chief Minister N. Kiran Kumar Reddy in protest against the arrests of the people in Telangana. After they were released, they again went back and started protesting there. Meanwhile, banners and posters have come at the venue of the march, threatening that the protest will not end till the central government makes an announcement on the Telangana state. Congress former Rajya Sabha MP K. Rao said it's time to the cat Congress leadership took serious note of this demand and paved way for a separate state, else it will lose Andhra Pradesh. The issue was not even discussed in the Congress Working Committee. We were made to believe that would be an announcement on a statehood before September 30, but that has come to a note. All MPs are here in the police lockup with me, and nobody would hesitate to quit for this cause. The party MPs squarely blamed Andhra Pradesh Governor ESL Narasimhan for Congress teetering on statehood. Congress MP Madhu Gaud Yashki said the Congress president had held a meeting over Telangana with the core group. It was decided that the chief minister would hold an all party meeting. But the governor went to Delhi and played a spoil sport. He has told the party high command that Telangana movement will peter out if the demand is ignored. Kesav Rao already aided the governor report that granting a separate state would fuel Mayo state activity in newly carved Telangana has also hurt the cows. Congress legislature and MPs fear that if the party leadership drags its feet on the demand, Congress could fritter away the entire state. Kesava Rao said it is Congress that has always been at the forefront with the promises of Telangana state. We include it in our manifesto. On December 9, 2009, then Home Minister P. Chidambaram had announced that the process would be kick-started soon. We even had all party meeting, so it is Congress issue. The recent by-elections results show that if the party does not take note of the situation, we will lose the entire state. Now we will discuss our next topic, Chalo Assembly. The TJAC has decided to mobilize people for its proposed Chalo Assembly program from the village level and make it a huge success on the lines of Sagara Haaram, Telangana March last year. The date for the bus yatra and a public meeting on the Bayaram issue would be decided after talking to the district units of TJAC, its chairman. M. Kondadam stated here on Friday. However, the date of for Cholo Assembly program would be decided only after the schedule for assembly session is announced. He said the TJC will educate people on exploitations of resources for the benefit of other regions and make more and more people part of the movement. For Telangana, Professor Ko Dandaram told reporters after the steering committee meeting. He stated the TRS, CPI, BJP, and CPA ML New Democracy had extended their support to Chalo Assembly and protest on Bayaram. TJC has also decided to take up a bus yatra on the Bayaram issue. Now we discuss December 2009 declaration and the formation of Telangana state. June 2014 formation of Telangana. This day in history, June 2nd, Telangana was created as India's 29th state on 2nd June 2014. It was the end result of decade-long movement to bring about a new state based more on cultural factors instead of on a linguistic basis. The details from this article will be useful for candidates appearing for the IS exam this year. Background of the formation of Telangana. There have been several movements to revoke the merger of Telangana and other major ones occurring in 1969, 1972, and 2009. The movement for a new state of Telangana gained momentum in 21st century by initiative of Telangana Political Joint Action Committee. TJS, including political leadership, represented Telangana area on 9 December 2009. The government of India announced the process of the formation of Telangana state. Violent protest led by the people in coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema regions occurred immediately after the announcement, and the decision was put on hold on 23rd December 2009. The movement continued in Hyderabad and other districts of Telangana. There have been hundreds of claims, suicide, strike, protest, and disturbance to public life demanding separate statehood. Now, timeline of event we will discuss. Well, the region of Telangana was part of the erstwhile Hyderabad state ruled by the Nizam. Second, in 1955, the State Reorganization Committee, we call SRC, recommended the retention of Hyderabad as a separate state. This recommendation was, however, not taken. Third point, the people of Telangana protested that the region was more backward than the coastal regions of Andhra and also alleged that there were injustices in the disturbance of budget allocations, employment opportunities, and water. Fourth point, on 1st November 1956, Telangana was merged with the state of Andhra Pradesh, uniting all Telugu speaking people. Now, fifth point, the movement for Telangana continued in the region. There were Jai Telangana and Jai Andhra movement. Sixth point, there were violent agitation as well, particularly in 1969 and 1972, in which many people were killed in police firing. Now, it put after the 1969 agitation, then the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi gave the 6 point formula for the fast paced development of the backward areas and for preferential treatment to local candidates for employment. Now, ninth point. In 1997, the BJP supported the formation of separate in state. In 2000, first K. Chandrasekhara Rao formed the Telangana Rashtra Samiti to revive the movement. And the 10 point, in the various elections held in the state of Andhra Pradesh, the people voted for TRS and gave a public impetus to the movement. 11th point, in 2009, there was a huge boost to the movement when Rao went a hunger strike for a separate Telangana, reminding people of hunger strike ultimately that of Putti Seremalone, who agitated for the state of Andhra. Now, 12 point, many young people also committed suicide for the movement. Now, 13 point. In 2010, the Sri Krishna Committee was appointed to bring about a permanent solution to the issue. The committee stated in its report that efforts must be made to bring equitable development to three regions of the state of Andhra Pradesh, and it recommended a united Andhra Pradesh. Now, 14 point. However, owing to pressures, the Union Cabinet approved a bill for the beautification of the state. Now, 14 point, the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Bill was passed in 2014. Hyderabad suggested has a common capital. It will remain so for not more 10 years, after which it will be the capital of Telangana alone and Andhra Pradesh would get a new capital. Now we discuss and last topic is Telangana Formation Day significance. The formation of Telangana signifies the victory of the Telangana movement, which forced the purifications of then united Andhra Pradesh, a movement that gathered pace in the last 57 years, bore fruit on June 2nd, 2014, fulfilling as the inspirations of these people of the Telangana region. The movement not only gave a separate identity to the people of the region but also resulted in a change in India's map showcasing the state's boundary.